Okay. Well, we'll see if that starts streaming and I can actually see any. Okay, there we go. Great. I'm sorry that took a few minutes. I'm starting a few minutes late here, but um, it's one of the goals is to do this for 100 days in a row. So I will do my best to accomplish that. So, like I was saying, I moved all of the AppScript stuff into this AppScript folder. Clasp.json is here in the root of the directory. I need to actually put the script ID and project ID back in because it's not actually committing to the repository itself. So you can change that with whatever. There's a sample.clasp.json right here that is being committed to the repo. And now I need to find these front-end projects here. Where did I put them? All right, let's pop this into the viewing screen here. All right. This really drags the speed of my computer down, doesn't it? Maybe it is time for a new computer. Just so that I can stream on YouTube for 100 days. Okay. Finally got the script editor open, project properties. Let's copy over the script ID. And the project ID, you actually find that in a, can you find that in the project properties? I don't think so. No, you can't. Project ID you get from, if you go to Cloud Platform Project and you copy this little bit of text here. And that allows you to run the Clasp logger. Okay, so I'm going to close that. We'll just go back to the basic npm run. So if I run dev, I should get my next JS firing up, and we can load that here. Not 8080. And there we've got these little garbage portfolio that I've made here. It's not garbage, but it definitely needs some front-end help. We'll do that on another day. Right now we're just trying to get some get this integration done. I wanted to do at least these first three. So we need a product landing page. Now, let's say we have product landing page here. Let's give, let's do like product ID. What is it, like SKU number or something? Product ID, let's do product name, price, quantity. Oh, what a, I mean, that's enough for this basic implementation, isn't it? We could do, we like have a description. Features. I don't know what features would be. I'm trying to think. Just trying to remember what, like I've done for client work and stuff. But this is super basic. So, all right, let's just do 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Let's do a widget, a gidget, a gadget, and a flipperty flop. All right, price. In cents, let's do 10,000 cents, 20,000 cents. Let's do 15,000 cents, and all right. So this is quantity. Let's do quantity in stock. And I kind of want to move this description. Boy, I cannot highlight anything. There we go. Quantity in stock, it doesn't matter. Now, we can put orders on the same sheet. Do I want to do it that way? I feel like I kind of want to do... do I want to do it all in one sheet? For now, let's just leave it. Let's just have it statically. Then we can dynamically update this stuff later. Description. Hello to YouTube stream. All right. None of that really matters right now. I'm only trying to get this implemented. I often will do that. I'll spend so much time worried about the minor details. It's not that it's a minor detail. It's just when you're trying to get something up and running, that doesn't really matter right now. Okay, so first thing I want to do is in the doGet, we're going to pull in a parameter. Let's just say, oh yeah, sheet name. That'll work. And let's run a switch statement for that sheet name. Instead of using this if to determine, let's create some classes. Like here, I was trying to figure out types, interfaces. We're going to move all that stuff around. Let's do switch. And let's pass in the sheet name. Should I do a check if there is a sheet name? If in sheet name return okay, so now I want a sheet name, and if it's the case is, oh, I did have a check. Oh my goodness, I am like not, see, I think I'm having a stroke. I am having a stroke, I think. All right, sorry about that. All right, so case, if the case is so here what I'm doing, yeah, okay, I remember all this now. But that's not going to be true for every one of these sheets. So we're going to break all of these things into their own separate files. So, yeah, I'm still going to use the switch statement. And so like if it's survey form, we are going to do, oops, I think I'll probably return stuff from here. Case product landing page and case tribute page. Okay. So now we need to actually, so this is my post response type. There's some sort of definition files that you can give definition files to kind of put all that stuff into one thing, but I think I'm not going to try to figure that out just yet. We're going to create a we're going to create a class for the product landing page. Let's do product landing. TS, and then class product landing. When it's, let's call it this. I'm going to pass in the sheet. That sheet equals sheet. Does not exist on type product landing. That makes sense. Because what I'm going to do here, we're going to always get the sheet. And then I want to, that's not correct. I'm on the product landing stuff. Just call landing equals new product landing. I'm going to pass it that sheet. Okay. And then we can work with this landing stuff. I can do things like be able to read and write from it. I don't know that I'll need that just yet, but it's fine. Okay. So it's passing in that sheet there. I need to import product landing, I think. And I'm going to save that. Let's export default. The sheet should be a Google Apps script spreadsheet. Nope. What do I want to call this? Yeah, it's got to be a spreadsheet, huh? Oh, that gets inferred, so I think I need to give it that type here. Google Apps Group has no exported member spreadsheet. Oh, it has something. I think that works. And I've got to actually, how do I declare this here? Can I call it private sheet? And give it a type. What if at the top I define this type to be, and I just call it spreadsheet? And I don't need to give it 2 equal signs or 2 semicolons. And that way I can just spreadsheet, sheet, and it's a type of spreadsheet. Okay, I'm not getting any errors there. And then passing in a sheet, which is also a type of spreadsheet. And then I'm setting the value of sheet to be sheet. I think that's gonna work. That'll be our constructor here for this product page. So let's just have a, all right, there are getter and setter methods in TypeScript classes. It's like you can get and, I don't know, values. See, this is something we're gonna have to hit the documentation for. Hit the docs. Get and set. What are protected variables? X, much like the private modifier, with the exception that members declared protected can also be accessed within deriving classes. Oh, okay. So like if you extends, and then you can reach out to the extended class. Okay, that's interesting. But that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for getters and setters. Oh, I don't need to, you don't need to provide it. Okay, good to know. Maybe it's just the, let's just write the method on there. I thought that there was some, maybe it's an ES6 thing and it's not even, doesn't even have to do with TypeScript at all. That's the thing about having so many versions of JavaScript. It's just, which version was this in? When was this released? Why was this released? Okay, so let's just say values. Doesn't need to provide any parameters, but what it's going to do is this .sheet, we're going to get get active, I don't want to get active sheet. What do I want to do? I want to get data range, right? Yeah, there it is. Get data range. that'll just grab all of the values from the whole spreadsheet, and we're going to get values, which gives us a multi-dimensional array. Here it tells you right there. Gives us an object multi-dimensional array. And we're going to save that to values. We need to parse that out. I've done this, I did this on a different day. I have the code already written for doing something like that. What do we want to do? We want to shift off the headers. Here I'm just grabbing a random thing from it. And I'll have to come back and figure out my types there. And then I'm just reducing it into an object. In fact, I'll copy this because I might have to use this. Okay, so I've got values. I want to grab headers. That's going to be, that's the first row. Then I want to parse the values. I don't want to use. So what happens is values dot map. We're going to have a value. And let's then each value we need to reduce into an object, and that's fine. The current value, yes, I think we're looking good here. Now what is wrong with my type here? Object cannot be used as an index type. Why not? Index is a number. Is that correct though? I think what I want is for each, no, that's gonna give me each row. I should actually change this to match what I'm doing. So this is gonna be the row. And then for each row, I wanna do each cell. This is gonna be the accumulator. So I'm taking the accumulator with the headers of, yeah, that index equals this current cell. Okay. So it's like creating this accumulator, which is end up being this object, and that will work. So I want to return those values there. Okay, perfect. How can I fix this type though? Cannot be used as an index type. Type object cannot be used as an index type. Can I copy this over? Type object cannot be used as an index type. Object keys returns an array of property. I don't want to have to throw an object keys in there. I saw this one, TypeScript error. Object keys returns type string. just seems to be saying that it doesn't want this object. Can I change the type that it's getting here? The headers should be object is not assignable to type string. Well, this is another typing error that I just don't know enough about right now. However, I don't believe it's going to affect the way the code works. So, passing in the sheet. Google Apps Script spreadsheet sheet. There we go. Okay, so now passing in the right stuff here, landing, and I want to return. Now what if I broke this off into its own little function? Let's say return why am I trying to change the variable? Landing get values. What did I call this? I should call it get values, right? Landing get values. I'm going to create a function down here. Below do post. No, get content. What am I doing? Okay. Get content. I'm just gonna match this. What am I doing? Just start trying to change names around. Just call it values. I'm getting get content values. Actually, I should just call this return content. Because that's all I'm doing here. Return content. Passing in that. Okay. Where's my return content? Pass this content in. And then I want to return content service, create text output, JSON stringify content, set it to JSON, save that. And you don't need the break anymore because you're actually returning right from this. So I think what I want to do is make sure that this all works. I can hit this from my front end. And let's go into projects, product landing, and close this up. And then I'm going to move all of this code into their own classes because I want that. Then I can get rid of these types off onto their own pages so that things are more containerized, I guess I could say, because I don't think you want all of this stuff. you don't want to have to keep switching files as much as you have to do here. So, okay, product landing. In the product landing page, I'm going to fetch, see, like right now I'm fetching just some placeholder stuff. That's not what I want. What I want is to hit the API. Let's call it, I can actually just do it from these other pages. I've been mostly doing this in the in their own little components instead of at the page level. But I wanted to use this get initial props. I tried to use that in another way. So I'm going to pass it this backend URL. Then it passes back JSON, got to await that, and then it's going to send it as products to the product landing page. So I'm using get initial props, and then in the product landing component, I should get some products, right? Object, I guess, yeah, it should be an array of objects, actually. And then we'll log it there. I guess that'll work. That'll be our little test run. Let's see the errors. Okay. Invalid products of type object supplied to product landing expecting array. Error, I'm getting no sheet selected. That makes sense because in my product landing, I've got to change this to be sheet name equals, let me turn this into a templated string so I can encode URI component product landing page. Let's see. All right, so I'm getting a single product with product name gadget, only the one. Ah, haha. What am I doing wrong here? So it seems like something is overwriting when I am doing this. I'm setting it equal to the cell. Then I'm returning the cell. Mapping over that. For each row. So it's getting the headers. Should be an array. All right, help me out here. Think this one through. Is it because I did not actually clasp any of this stuff into the project? I think, goodness, I can't. Clasp push. No, no clasp.json. There's a clasp.json. But it doesn't have any, what happened here? Ugh. So, I mean, I swear, sometimes, let's call this sample. I swear, I am useless before 9 a.m. Okay, so let's try that again. Yeah, because I made all these changes to the AppScript stuff, and it did not have permission to access the requested document. I should have permission. Okay, let's try it again. Yeah, I'm gonna have to open up the script editor and actually deploy this, because the version here, you'll see it's 23. It says only myself, which is not true. It should be anyone. But if you do clasp deploy, created version 25, that's what I want. Let's see. I did update my clasp. Maybe let's see if it made any difference whatsoever. No. I want to be on 25. Not only, not only as myself. Okay. Now let's see what kind of errors we get. Invalid JSON request body. Oh, no kidding. Let's go back to that front end code. All right. So you can see in my other component, where did I pass that in? In the survey form, right? I had to set some parameters in order for it to work. You got to tell it, in this case it's the get method, but you still have to attach these headers, I believe. No, you don't. Wait, hold on. Is that true for a get request? Let me see what this error is again. Unexpected token in JSON. Failed to fetch. Okay. All right, so the CORS errors have to do with the doGet itself. So let's go back over to the code. And right up here, it's doing something. Should be getting a sheet name. did I give these permissions? Spreadsheets. What is the manifest file? I don't know that you have to pass in scopes into the manifest file. So that could be why it was class deploy wasn't working. I wonder. I really need to figure out how to create a version 26. Okay, perfect. That's what I want. But can I see it on this end? Nope, still 25. I want a better response than that. That's the problem with debugging these little things. That's why I wanted to move as much code out of the do-get as possible. Because when it works, and then if it doesn't, then it just gives you a CORS error, and that's not very helpful. We're gonna put a little debug line. I'm betting, so let's kill that. Let's just comment all that out, and it makes it all the way down here. I'm gonna try the version number. Can I just tell it new? Creating deployment, invalid value at version number new. Class deploy, version number 27. There is no 27. So what if I do class deploy version number 27? All right. What if I don't have to actually go into the script editor now? That would be great. But I'm still getting this CORS error. All right, let me go back in time. Let's undo all of that. Sheet name, yes, sheet, get data, get values, parse values. Yes, okay. I wonder if there's a way to pipe in. Scripts may only have up to 20 version deployments at a time. Interesting. And so how do I delete deployments? There must be a way to delete them. Syntax error, line 72, file code. Aha. Aha. That's not good. So what was I, because that shouldn't be like that. What the heck am I doing? Where's this? What? Oh no. Parse values. That's the problem. It's definitely a problem. How do I want to delete those now. Let's open up the let's open up the docs. Deployments. You can give it a description. Undeploy. Undeploy the last deployment. Undeploy optional deployment ID. So I could probably just go through and remove them all, but it seems like, whoops. Seems like I can always just go in here and deploy it manually. It just takes forever. Yeah, so it does still create it. It's still saying line 72. What are you talking about? What? No sheet name provided, that's correct. Okay, so that error is gone, but why did class undeploy? 1. Let's do clasp unemployed 10. I mean, yes, I want to update the manifest file and overwrite it. Yes, I do want that, I believe. Debugging these is definitely painful. See, I've got about 10 minutes left. Let's just update it. Okay. What is my app script like? Here saying perfect. Project properties, scopes, still have spreadsheets. Good. Okay. Nope. Should be 30. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Product landing 1 is not defined. Line 20 file code. Here you can actually get an error message. That's helpful. Line 20 file code project front end scripts. Okay. Landing 1. It's got to be renaming something when it goes from TypeScript to ES3. So new product landing 1 default sheet. Okay. Undefined, I'm sure. But yeah, because it's just product landing. Why is it renaming it to that? Compiled using okay. I don't know enough about that version. Why is this getting rewritten here? Let's take a look at my code again. I commented everything out anyways. Why doesn't it ignore that? Yes, update, push. Okay. Let's refresh this. Okay, now I've got that commented out. I'm gonna do clasp pull. I don't know why it's telling me to update that manifest file every time. Okay. Yeah, so it's grabbing a random one, just like I programmed it to do for the tribute page. So that's working. I've got about 5 minutes to make it work. 5 minutes to get the product landing page going. Okay. All right. I really want this class setup to work, and I just don't know why it's not. I'm gonna copy this, comment this out in case I need to come back for tribute page. I'm gonna come back here. And for we don't need a do-get for survey page. I'll just create I guess this should actually be default. Because that's the last thing we want to have it happen. Just okay. Now, the versioning is just so frustrating here. Class push, class deploy. Versioning. Manifest file was not updated. I want to push and overwrite, but stop telling me. Interesting. That's not a good thing at all there. Delete. And delete. What's this say? User anonymous, user deploying. Yes, okay. Let's do that one more time. Class push, class deploy. I guess I have to do this every single time now? That's weird. Okay, created version 33. What do we have here? Yeah, this development setup is not ideal, but I'm gonna hold out hope. It'll get better, or I'll figure out some new ways. There we go. Back to the error. Product landing 1 is not defined. Line 17, file code. So, new product landing 1, but it shouldn't be product landing 1. And I'm not sure where this is coming from. Product landing 1. Yeah. Is this the only instance of it? What if I just... Yeah, product landing. idea. Why is that not working? I can change this to dev. That would be incredible. No, it doesn't work. Even. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to stop the stream here in a minute. And we're getting a big old fail. I'm not getting classes to work in this new TypeScript class setup. Maybe I can do some reading and figure this out before I stream tomorrow. Figure it out though. Okay, class is not a function, it is undefined. I do not get it. I'm gonna take one more look. There should be some docs here with some TypeScript stuff in it. Classes, that's what I want to use. TypeScript examples, yep, okay, okay. Class, test. Yeah. Clasp push transpiles ES6 plus into ES3. It just doesn't seem to be. Okay, that's all about typing stuff. I don't know. Okay, well this is why won't this class thing work? Frustrating. So I'm gonna do clasp push one more time. And I'm not updating the manifest file every time. Now let's say that I have refreshed this. Maybe it'll change this back to product landing _1. I don't understand where that's coming from. And maybe that's just something I've got to just deeper dive into, because from my understanding, that's all defined over here. What if I rename this product landing class? that. And I'm going to refresh this. What? Are you kidding? That's a great victory for the end of this video. So, I figured out what the error is. You can't have the name of the Google script file the same as the class itself. So I just renamed this to be Product Landing Class, and boom, it's given me the 4 objects that match up with my spreadsheet here. Okay, that's the survey form. I'm looking at the wrong thing here. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Here's my product page. Okay, so that's going to be where I leave it. I'm going to update my code first, though, since I know that's the issue now. Super frustrating, though, isn't it? I don't know. Yes, update imports. Okay, and now in the next video, I'm going to move all of the pages to their own classes so that this do-get will handle anything. Okay, so cheers everybody. I'm going to leave it there. I'm glad I had a couple of people tune in to watch. Check out the GitHub repo, and I will, if you have any questions, post in the comments. Let me know what I can, focus these videos on. And until then, till tomorrow, keep Google Apps scripting. Cheers.